Hi and welcome to Jingle Bells the Melody. In this song we're going to play on the first string and the second string just like Ode to Joy. We start off with 2 bars of open string, so we don't need the left hand, but you still need to count like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 2 notes of quarter note, which takes 1 beat, and 1 note of half note, which takes 2 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. The second bar is the same. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to start using the left hand. 1, that's the count. Oh, let's say the tabs better. So 0, then 3 on the first string. Of course, you do it with the third finger. Then with the first finger, you go to the second string first fret. And then on the same string, you play the third fret. So this bar sounds like this. Okay, notice that I play right behind the fret so it doesn't get this buzz. Try to keep your fingers right behind the fret. And again, if you can't reach the third fret while you're still holding the first fret, it's okay. You can do this for now. You can let go of the first finger. And then there's whole notes, which takes 4 count. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's play the whole first line. I'll count 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do it one more time, a little bit slower. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Moving on to the second line, we start with the first fret on the first string. Again, the chords, the F, the C, the D7, these are the accompaniment chords. Okay, so you don't need to know them now. These are for if there's a second guitar and he will play the chords and you will play the melody. So starting with the first fret, we're going to play it 4 times, 4 quarter notes. And then 1 more time in the second bar, and then take it off and play the same string open. So these 2 bars sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And try to keep your fingers like standby. So if there's an open string, don't just take the whole hands out, okay, or off. Try to keep your first or finger or just your left hand above the strings, ready to attack any of these frets. The first fret, the third fret on the first string, or the first fret and the third fret on the second string. Just keep your hand around. On the third bar, we're going to play the first string open, and then with the third finger, we're playing the third fret on the second string. Twice. So that's, and then E again, which is, E is the first string open, and then back to this one, but this time it's half note, so it takes 2 clicks or 2 beats. 1, 2, and then with the same finger go down on the first string third fret for 2 beats. So the last 2 bars sound like this. You can use the pinky on the last note. if you want. If you don't want, the third finger will work just fine. The third line is exactly like the first line, so let's just play it ahead. And the fourth line, the first two bars are the same, and then it gets a little bit different because it's the ending. So we start with the third fret on the first string, and then 1 on the same string, and then 3 on the second string. So this bar sounds like this. And then finishing with this note, which is the C. So the last two bars contains no open strings, just the frets. 3, 3, 1, 3, 1. So I'm gonna play the whole thing now with a metronome on the speed 60 beats per minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try to divide the piece into short segments. Like for example, try to practice the first line by itself over and over until you can play it smoothly. Then go to the second line and do the same, just practice the second line, and then try to glue these two together. Play the first and the second line together as slowly as possible and try to get the rhythm correctly by counting or using the metronome on a slower speed. And then add the third line and then the fourth line, and then do the same, and then play the whole thing from start to finish. Don't try to play the whole thing from start to finish on one setting. You will get really tired and you will not hear the song correctly. So try to just divide them into smaller segments and then glue everything together at the end. I hope you enjoyed Jingle Bells the melody. Next video we're going to take Au clair de la lune, another French folk song. Until then, thank you and goodbye.